Now this week, some would consider boring, but to be honest, these are the most important weeks when you are first building an agency or building a new offer to take into your agency, because we've been setting up core foundational systems that are going to ensure that we can actually make money inside of our agency. So before I get into that, I do just want to introduce myself for anyone that is new here. My name is Liam, and over the next several weeks, months, years, whatever it's going to take, I'll be documenting my entire process behind the scenes, showing you guys how we build our AI automation agency, what we do for our clients, how we land our clients, the different processes in between that, what it looks like managing a team, how we find team members in the first place, literally everything in between, everything that you can imagine, everything that is actually valuable to you as well. So with that said, if you do want to follow along on this journey, make sure you subscribe to the channel and put your notification bells on, because that way you can see whenever I upload and you can always be up to date. Now, the number one rule of this challenge that I set myself is that we can't use any previous clients' revenue or jobs as new revenue for this challenge, right? So we are literally starting from scratch theoretically. Now, this week has kind of been a shift up for us because we've really pivoted in terms of what we actually want to start offering from our agency. Before, it was a lot of one-off projects. You know, we would build a solution here, we would shake hands, see you later, mate, glad you like it. But what we've realized is over the last year, the biggest opportunities have always come from building real long-term partnerships and relationships with our clients. So if we know that, we want to position our offer and the way that we deliver our services to ensure that we get an opportunity to actually build relationships with our clients and actually put ourselves in a position where every new client has the opportunity to become something much bigger. So look, I'm going to be running through the offer that we've restructured to today. I'm also going to be showing you some behind the scenes on the team management systems, the service delivery systems, and the project systems that we've set up as well that are going to be crucial for us to scale this. Because to be honest, when you're first getting started with your agency, it's hard to understand all of these moving parts exist, and you actually need these core systems in place before you begin anything. So we're going to be going through that today. Before we do though, part of the reason why we have shifted our offer is because we are doing one-on-one projects. What we've found is we haven't really had the opportunity to like systemize our delivery. So we've managed to get to the point where we'll do $50,000 per month, but the next month we might go down again to 30,000. And it's a constant battle chasing new clients and trying to figure out a way that we can use what we've already built and replicate that for different clients over and over and over again. Our new offer that we put together reflects that. Let's jump into our new website and walk you through it. Let's go through the new offer that we have out on Orthodox. Now, I'm going to be breaking this down in a little bit more detail in some other videos, probably some separate videos, because I feel like I could honestly speak about this for an entire hour. But for the sake of this video, where it's more of an update, more of a intro into what we've been doing over the last few days and the first stage of the challenge, this is what we're doing. So you can jump on this, unorthodoxai.co.uk. So let's go through this. Now you can go and watch the VSL where I basically talk about the different services we provide. We essentially break down on the website, you know, what it is we do, how we can help them. I always say we go for a wider spectrum. We're not just trying to deliver chatbots or build simple automations. We're trying to build full systems and processes for businesses, right? And for me, that is the future of the AI agency. It isn't a case of just building a simple chatbot that answers a few questions on a website. It's building that alongside 10 other solutions that all tie into one bigger picture. So let's go down to our pricing. What we're essentially doing is the offer we're going to be pushing over the next 3-4 months as a test is we want to give a monthly productized package at a really affordable cost. At the end of the day, small to medium businesses are our demographic. They're who we're focused on working with right now for this particular offer. You know, these are the guys that 20, 50K per year makes a big difference to their business. These are the guys that need the processes and need the systems and need the extra support. So for us, what we want to do is, instead of just jumping in, building a chatbot, we want to work with them over a prolonged period of time. So we've got a monthly price here at $3,000. We have 3 months at 2.5, and if they stay with us for 6 months, it's $2,000. Now, the benefit of them working with us for 6 months is, well, number one, they have access to us for a prolonged period of time, meaning we can build more solutions for them. We can understand their business more. We can provide better support, better consulting, and all in all, they get better value for their money because the price comes down the more months they stay with us. Now for us, obviously it's great because we're now working with the client for 6 months, meaning we can actually take our time to really focus on building quality solutions that we know are going to benefit them in the immediate short term and the long term. And then, of course, we make more money if we end up working for 6 months with someone compared to monthly only. Now, inside of these packages, they all kind of look the same, except for the monthly. What's going to happen is we first initially have a workshop call with every client. So we'll jump on a call with them, an hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, and we will go through all of the questions that we need to know to find out about their business, to find out what's working, what's not, what systems they currently use, what processes they have, how do they manage their leads, how do they generate their leads, what team members do they have, who gets involved where, and that is going to give us basically the framework and the blueprint to understand how we can actually help them in terms of what solutions we build and what systems we enroll into their business. So after that workshop, after the first month, we would have then had like a very clear idea in terms of what we actually need to build over the next 3-6 months, depending on how long we're working with them. Now, for this cost, obviously we've built up a huge network of different developers over the last year. We've also built a ton of different solutions. So a lot of what we're offering is already packaged up. It's just a case of reshifting it and repackaging it for specific clients and their needs. But a lot of the work has already been done. So we can actually roll these solutions out relatively quickly, meaning, you know, over a 6-month time frame, we may have built 4 or 5 separate AI custom solutions, whether that's an onboarding bot or a lead management bot on WhatsApp or an Instagram bot that responds to DMs, whatever it is, as well as actually provided monthly consultancy and monthly sort of execution plans on larger scale sort of marketing. So my background is, you know, building and scaling businesses online. I've been doing it for 7 years and we've made millions of dollars in the process. So that gives me a really good idea in terms of like what you need to be focusing on inside of your business, how to generate leads online, how to create content to, you know, bring inbound leads, that kind of thing. And then my business partner, Mark, it was like commercial director of some huge company here in the UK, like £1 billion turnover. So brings really smart logistical sort of thoughts and strategies to this service as well. So that's included in the monthly consulting. And then from there, chatbots, automations, everything to do with the build and the integration, it's all going to be included in this price. So that's going to be our new offer that we're going to be punching out to people. Of course, right now it's not very niche. It is very general. The way that we see it is that the pain points that we're, you know, offering to fix and work on are the specific niches we're going to be going after. So we have a very good idea in terms of what that looks like. You'll be able to find out more in next week's video when we go over sort of the outreach. But yeah, come and check out the website. That's our new offer. I, for one, think it's great. Like I said, we've already got 2 people super interested in it and we haven't even started the outreach yet. So that potentially, if we get it right, could be 2 clients over 6 months with, you know, 12K generated over those 6 months from each client. So fingers crossed, that is where it ends up. Okay, so that's our new offer. That's me being as transparent as possible. You can go and check the website out for yourself. But we've actually had 2 sales calls on this offer already. Now, they both were from the YouTube channel, granted, but we basically spoke to 2 different businesses, 2 very different niches. We spoke to a company in events and we actually spoke to a company that works in financial management as well. So both of these businesses, they would be great partners for us. We know we could help them. We had a really good discovery call with both of these potential clients, and we've actually gone on to book onto a second call in the next few weeks for both of those guys. So fingers crossed, those could be the first 2 clients that we end up pushing through this new offer. But after presenting it on a call and after running through the intricacies of what we actually do deliver and actually what we can promise these clients, as well as just giving a background in terms of who myself and Mark are and how we can actually help their business over a longer period of time, they were both very, very interested. And that for me is a massive green tick. You know, we're always looking for those validation points when it comes to building a new offer or creating anything new inside of our agency. If we can get a validation point from a sales call or from a previous client, then that is a massive win for us. Now, part of the strategy is for us to now go out to all existing clients and kind of shift the offer into this as well as obviously set up outreach systems and all of that other stuff, which we will be talking about in another video, probably next week once we get rolling with that. So all in all, everything is moving pretty well. Now, one thing I really want you to take away from this video is if you look at what we're doing, we're not necessarily saying, hey, look, we just build chatbots or we just build automations or we just offer social media marketing, right? It's not like that. We aren't just boxing ourselves into one category. We're not just stepping into a business and offering one solution or one service. What we really want to do is provide that consultancy level. We want to be able to step in as strategic partners. And we want to work with businesses actually building them out systems and processes. Every single business in the world has processes and systems already, but 95% of them suck, or they could at least be improved. And that is where we step in. That is where we can help guide, help advise, and help come up with strategic ways where they could be using AI to increase their efficiencies inside of their systems or reduce the amount of manual hours needed inside of different processes, whether that's a sales process or their lead management process or lead generation process or content creation process, whatever it may be. There really are endless possibilities, but it really is a bespoke service that we're stepping into different businesses with we have a really good idea in terms of what systems need to be in place. And then working with these businesses after that initial workshop, we then get to break it back, reverse engineer, and kind of see like what systems we already know work and whether or not they could work for those potential clients, right? So I hope that makes sense. Now, over the last 3 or 4 days, I've been an absolute Trello nerd. Like, I haven't left the room. That's why we've got the window open right now, so I can actually get some sunlight on my skin. It's -5 here in the UK. There's no reason to leave the house other than go to the gym. So we have been working on Trello, building out our team management and our project management systems. Now, previously we did work on Trello, but we definitely didn't give it enough attention. And this has been kind of my role over the last few days. I've really been working hard on nailing the Trello process, nailing our behind the scenes systems when it comes to new projects, and ensuring that if we do go and land 5 clients, then we have systems that we can then push those clients through. And we have different team members at different levels that know when they need to step in and when they need to create and complete a task, right? So I'm going to run you through that Trello system now, kind of give you an understanding of why it's important and how we've structured it. I will have to blur some parts out because there are confidential information about the clients that we're working with, as well as some other tasks that we can't really announce just yet on the channel, but you will find out more on hopefully in the next few videos. A couple of things we've got planned. But yeah, look, let's jump back in my computer and I'll go through that Trello system and show you why it's so important to build these structures and build these foundational systems inside of your own business. So this is one of the Trellos for one of the partnerships that we have. Now, the reason why I love Trello is it's just so versatile. Obviously, I've got to blur this out because otherwise you'll be able to see the names of all of our clients. You know, I've got to like reserve some stuff. I can give you the process and the systems, but I don't really want to give you the names of the clients that we're working with. Anyway, the reason why I love Trello so much is it's just so versatile. We have so many different steps here that we can scroll through, and we can understand who's needed to do what depending on the stage that a certain client's at. And we can actually build like a system, we can build a workflow, and we can build a process for every new client that we bring in. Now, there's tons of different platforms that you can use. You don't have to use Trello. You could use Monday.com, you could use HubSpot, you could use a Google spreadsheet. It really doesn't matter. But for us, Trello has been great, and we use it across all of our businesses. So I have it in the network, I have it in Unorthodox, I have it in the SaaS companies, I have it in some other projects that we're working on as well. I even have one for my YouTube channel. And I just use this as my place that I check into every single morning, and I come to Trello and I look at the tasks that I have for the day. I look at all of the boards that I'm in and the different clients that need support. And if my name's on it, then I get alerts. And this whole process has been invaluable for how we built our agency. And I feel like if you don't have a system like this in place, you don't have a pipeline, you don't have a CRM, or you don't have just a team management or a project management system, then you go into another business trying to sell them systems is counterintuitive. It's not going to work, right? So you need to be an expert in your own systems before you go out and offer someone else systems. So bear that in mind. This is Trello. This is how we do it. I would spend some time on it. If you want a dedicated video on Trello and exactly how we set these things up, I can make one. It is pretty straightforward though. But maybe I'll probably end up doing a masterclass inside of the network, which is the private community down below in the description, very, very soon, to kind of walk you through exactly how you can set it up. But yeah, these are essentially the Trello boards that we've been refining over the last few months, but especially over the last few days, really getting our team locked in, ready for us when we now scale this new offer and start sending a ton of leads through the system. And there we have it. That is the work that has been put into Trello over the last few days. And hopefully you can now get an understanding of why it's important that we build out these systems before we go and do anything else. We already know and have confirmation that we can deliver on what we're selling, and we already know how to go and find clients. So the next logical step is for us to build the system to then manage those clients. Now, if you are just getting started and you are in your absolute infancy of building an agency, maybe you don't need to do this to get started with. Maybe you just want to go out there, find clients, and then get validation that you can actually sell what you're offering. Then you go away, then you sort of work around the client that you first landed and start to build a system and a process from there. So I don't want you to sit here going, oh my God, I need to go and spend 4 days on building out Trello systems. You really don't. You need to get proof that you can actually sell something first. We know that we can sell it, and we know that people are interested in this offer. Therefore, we can preemptively build systems around it because we know that we will end up signing clients through it. But yeah, look, that's been super important for us to get right and get structured. And, we're doing a lot of different things. I have the network, I have Unorthodox, I have different SaaS products we're building out, I have this YouTube channel. There is a lot going on. Therefore, these Trello boards help me create systems around everything so that I can use less of my human brain and actually have some smart systems on the back end as well. Now, alongside that, I've recently hired in a virtual assistant that is now going to be my personal assistant and helping me manage these Trello boards and alert me of any updates or important tasks that I need to complete quickly so that's something else that I'm going to be experimenting with in the next couple of weeks. And feels good to say I've got a personal assistant. So I'm kind of like a little bit of a Batman character, some would say. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. It could be a complete disaster because working with me is a complete disaster. Other than that, over the next few weeks, we're going to be looking to expand our team. We want to bring in some more sales guys. A lot of the time it's me on the sales inside of Unorthodox. And that's good because it gives me a really good understanding of what the clients that are coming through our systems look like and the pain points they have and the types of budgets they have. But we're now at a point where we've collected enough data that we could probably replace that and bring in someone who is an expert at sales. Although I don't think I'm too shabby at sales. I've been learning a lot, over the last year, 2 years, 3 years even. But there are always people better than you. So I'd be ignorant to think that I would be the one or the best one to carry that on, over the coming months. So looking for some sales guys. If that's you, let me know down below in the comments or come into the Discord and open up a ticket. Would love to hear from you. I'm always interested in hiring in from the network or from this YouTube channel. So yeah, that's something that we could do. I'll always be vocal about the different opportunities that we have. But other than that, like I said, we're going to be pushing our outreach next week. So I will be documenting that process, showing you what scripts we're going to be writing, showing you what niches we're going to be going after, showing you what platforms we're going to be doing outreach on, and showing you the type of volume that we're going to be pumping through this new offer every single day. So if you're interested in that, make sure you subscribe to this channel and turn your notification bells on. That is everything for this episode. So look, this is the first video of many. This is going to be a long journey. I'm not expecting to hit 1 million by the end of the month. And if you have the patience and you're willing to stick around with me for this duration, I promise you now, you will walk away with more insights than buying any TikTok guru's course. That's my promise to you. Now, if you did want to follow along in this process even deeper, join a community with hundreds of other agency owners and get access to speak with me every single week inside of the Discord and on live masterclasses, then there's a link in the description that will take you to the network where you can do exactly that. Hopefully I'll see you inside. And if not, I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye-bye.